can actually plot the course you want the worker to take, as opposed to stick it on the field and point it in a rough direction you want it to go and hope it doesn't mess up. So that's going to be nice, but the way it works is probably not the way that the GPS mod that I'm using or other people are using is going to work. Auto load, super strength is definitely not going to be, well, I'm not going to say definitely. There is a rumour that auto load might be included in FarmSim 25. Super strength, possibly not. So kind of want to avoid relying heavily on features that are parts of mods that may not be in the next version of the game. So the result of that is probably want to practice using pallet forks and bale spikes and stuff like that, rather than I'm going to put this on this side rather than super strength to throw things around, because as I said, super strength not going to be available, and if you the problem is you rely too much on those sorts of things, then the new game comes out and you start playing it and it's like, oh, I really suck at stacking bales because I haven't done it in 3 years. Fortunately, I'm not using bales at the moment because, well, which then brings on the I haven't done it for 3 years and I don't have the opportunity to do it because this farm does not use bales because some of the mods have been conflicting badly and resulting in bales just totally misbehaving. So I'm just not. The last series we had Stay Puft Marshmallow Men marching across the fields because the bales glitched out. So yeah, that's good. Drives that off. Now I need to find a Zerian. Oh, there it is, and a mower. Yeah, mower's good. Get the mower out first. That is at 90% service. I think that's fine. I'm going to take that. Oh, actually, we've got an opening here. So we can start at this field. We'll work our way round the block. So there's one behind those trees. There's two on that side. And we'll come back in where the fuel tank is. We, actually, you know what? I might do the reverse. We'll do this field last. We'll do the field next to the fuel tank first because we've only got about half a tank of diesel in this. And really don't need to be running out halfway round and having to take a break to come back and refuel the tractor. So, come over here. Oh. Fill that up, still filling, so that's good. And you full? You look full. Let's call you done. So, mower's all set up and ready to go. And that's the next vehicle. Oh. Let's see how much of this needs to be serviced. Oh. This yard is still a little bit rough around here. Problem is I've worked on it so many times and it's not playing, so kind of leaving the bumps in place now. Okay, you have, oh no, 0.44 litres of silage short, silage additive short. How's the servicing on these two? 81, 82, but you're only going to be following the mower around after it's actually laid out the grass. So I think this is also ready to go, and you've got 80% of the tank of gas diesel, so doesn't need to be refueled. We'll put this here. We'll stop that right there, and I think, as promised, we'll go buy some silage additive, because gonna need it. And since we're here, we might as well make some more money, because I have, oops, used up a lot of it. That's annoying. Okay. Fine. Oh man. Okay. Keep going forwards, and yes, I did say I shouldn't use auto load, but right now this trailer automatically auto loads, so I don't really have a way to stop it doing its thing. There we go, and that one. Come on. Yes, do that one. Pull forwards and see if we can get the N2 crates only. Okay, I have no idea how this is working, so we'll just park it here. Maybe I'll pull forward a bit. It is really not seeing that end crate. Okay, well, you just do your thing. It doesn't take much to load, many pallets, the problem. Okay, let that go. So we're just loading from one pallet. I'm going to get out and there we go. Now it's being recognised. 10,000. So we get about half a pallet and be done. And there we go, we're full. Full by weight, not by volume. The nice thing about the flour, it goes straight down to the supermarket. It's typically about the best price. The other place I could take it, which also has a good price, is the bakery, but I own the bakery. And this is an enhanced bakery, which has, wow, dude. At least I avoided him. Yeah, it's an enhanced bakery that needs more than flour to make bread. So I found that out the hard way when I bought the bakery and thought, yeah, now I can make bread. Oh, I need dough, I need oil. So I planted canola and then discovered, actually, I need sunflower oil. So I don't have any yeast. That comes from refining sugar. So that's why I bought a field late in the year and planted sugar during the sugar planting season. But yeah, it's been a struggle learning what things are needed to make what things when you're using an enhanced production chain. Jump out there, and yeah, we'll super strength these in because I'm not driving a tractor with a front loader. primarily, obviously, what I want to be practicing is putting things on an open bed with a loader, putting bales on a trailer and stacking them. Next week we're not making bales, so it's not going to be a thing. And when I do contracts, I just want to get them out of the way and make the money. So, but anyway, we are going to have a stacking opportunity here, so we'll make sure we do it properly for a change. Make sure I haven't got completely out of practice. Oh, now I did notice Virtual Farmer. He found some seeds for sale, which was quite impressive. That's a multi-pack. Oh, one of those. I could use one of those. Now that would be... It's pretty basic, but for liming, I have the little one. And typically I don't spread fertilizer. I usually just lime. So I've got one of these. 14,000 litre thing. This is big. Starts at 15.6. But I usually only use them for lime. Now back in Farm Sim 19 and Farm Sim 17 you could get this, but you could not put narrow tyres on it. So it would destruct crops if you were trying to spread fertilizer anyway. So I would strictly use this as a lime spreader. 78,000. That's still kind of expensive, so... Oh no, that's for new. This one, 44,000. I could swap out. We'll put a pin in that and think about it. So there's also this one for 24,000, but I already own one. What is mine worth? That one there. Mine is worth 10,000. Probably needs repainting. We might get 15 or 11,000 for it, but that might be a good plan. Anyway, what we actually want here is pallets of solid fertilizers and silage additive. What's that one? Oh, seed treating liquid. A whole load of other stuff here. Fillable pallets, carrots, beets, molasses, water, filtered water, Luprasil. Okay. We want the silage additive, and that's the only one available. And I said I'm going to get 4. Hopefully that will see us through this cut. Then I'm going to go over here, and we're going to stack them by hand. Not by hand. We are not going to stack them by hand. Actually, I'm going to take number 2 from the right, because it looks like the truck's about lined up for that one. Alrighty. Depth of field in Farm Simulator. I figured out why depth of field is such a problem, and it's because in the real life you lean. You lean forward, you lean sideways, just to get a better impression on how close you are to a thing, and that's not available to us in Farming Simulator. So if I get in here, I have no idea how far anything is away from me, and I'm not leaning left, leaning right, leaning forward, stretching up, just to give myself a different angle on what I'm trying to pick up. So that's generally why being outside the cab just happens to be easier doing this. It's very, very difficult to do this in cab. Now, I mean, since Farm Sim 17, I've been using shadows to assist me in some ways, so I can tell how close the forks get to the ground because of the shadow location from the forks to the ground. But I'm still, driving up to a thing, it's not that good. Okay. Push that forward. We didn't lift it high enough and tip it forward far enough. And what I really should have done was position that there, so we're pushing the box closest to us in. Okay. No, back up. Good. Move that up slightly, and we'll poke a hole in the cardboard box because that's a good thing to do. And the other option is you have a person on the ground directing you where you're doing things. So that looks level, and as I move the forks closer to the ground, I just want to keep the shadow still most definitely under the forks as opposed to disappeared from sight. And we just drive this straight over here. Now I need height. Seriously? Okay. As I said, that's the problem with the cart on, or the truck on the back, is it sucks in silage additive. Well, it sucks in anything it's allowed to pick up. Now, I did try it with, I think, some solid fertilizer bag or seed bags. I came down to the store to get some seed bags and it wouldn't suck them in. But apparently silage additive is a thing that trailer will carry. So, okay, whatever. Let's tip that back. Try and drive it while lowering the forks. There we go. And there we go. First time uses a forklift in a while. So I'll run back here and I'll put the strap and the other strap, jump in and fold up the side panels. So yeah, I've got silage additive in the truck. I didn't realise that. I thought that farm consumables were not a thing that the trailer picks up. Anyway, I stacked a couple of pallets on the back of the truck, so all is not lost. I still have it in me. Now take this back to the farm. I'm going to drop it all off in the yard. Am I going to drop it all off in the yard? I'm going to drop it all off in the yard. And annoyingly, I just took off the pallet forks. Maybe. We'll see. Obviously this all needs to go back somewhere. I'm kind of thinking, well, maybe I want to leave some with the forage harvester, because I am going to have to come out to the forage harvester to do this. Actually, we'll probably leave the truck in here. And I'll unload the trailer. Oh, hello. Is there enough room for me to squeeze through here? I think there is. So I'll drop some. Oh, actually, it's about to rain, isn't it? Doesn't matter. does that say I've got in the back? Oh, no. I've got 120 litres in the back of the truck. The trailer is empty. I'm going to stop that there. Just because... yeah, these are all in plastic. Plastic bottles and cardboard boxes. So the cardboard boxes will get soggy when it rains, but the plastic bottles will be fine. And I assume there's waterproof containers inside the cardboard boxes. So we'll just leave those on the corner. And I think that's good. Why isn't it raining yet? Did the weather change on me? Oh, it's going to start raining at 10 o'clock and only go till sort of midday-ish. And it's going to be partially sunny tomorrow. Okay, so... yeah, at this point I'd be looking and saying, well, I don't want to start anything because it's going to rain in the next 20 minutes. So... in Farm Sim 25 you can come here and there's a little slider. You can slide it up to I want to wake up at midday. Sleep, and it will sleep you till midday. Awesome stuff. Anyway, so I think I'm going to call it here. It's 11:30 real time. We've got the forage harvester and cart ready to go for the maize. We've got the mower ready to go. What we'll probably end up doing is setting the mower off on a course and have it cut all 5 grass fields. Because after today, I think the weather was such that after the rains are gone, the sun comes out from 7 o'clock till 5 o'clock in the morning. I find that dubious. And then it's going to be cloudy with partial sun tomorrow. So it's going to be dry tomorrow. So having grass on the ground isn't going to matter. It'll dry out theoretically, not reflected in game, and we'll get on with foraging the maize, and then after all the maize has been foraged I can set Mr. Worker off on or the Magnum off on course play to turn that field into a barley field. I think we're allowed to do that, aren't we? No, we're not allowed to do barley. Barley's next month, so we're not in a big rush there. But we'll prepare the field for planting so that in September we can plant some barley in that field. And yeah, we'll then collect the grass, whatever. But I think for now I'm going to call it here. And as I said, we'll be back next week with some more farming on Glenleathann on the new PC. So maybe things will go faster. Maybe things will look better. I don't think they'll look better. We're running Ultra 1080p here on a very old PC, and my screen can't do anything better than that. So it should look exactly the same. I may not configure everything correctly to my preferences, so I might be struggling with pushing buttons and having things that I don't expect to happen. I am, since I'm switching to a new PC, I'm going to take the opportunity to remap the keys on the steering wheel so they don't double up with keys on the farm stick. And then I have to learn which keys are on which thing, and I'm going to press buttons and my anti-tabbing between tractors, because that's no longer on the steering wheel. But anyway, I wish you all a good weekend. Thanks for watching, and have a good week. As I said, we'll be back next week, but for now I'm out of here. Have fun, everybody.